Okay, it's New Year's Eve, people, and we're gonna celebrate the door hitting the ass of 2020 with a champagne cocktail. Now, champagne is the traditional way in which we celebrate the new year, but champagne is really also the way that we celebrate life's biggest moments, right? When we get together with family, we get together with friends, and we celebrate those births, those special birthdays, graduations, engagements. We toast champagne at the wedding, right? Those special moments are there with champagne when we spare no expense and we break out the bubbly. Now, in 2020, we know that there was precious few of those moments where we got together physically. And as great as Zoom is, it's a poor substitute for a handshake or a hug, let's face it, right? We missed being together physically. But now with a couple of vaccines and a couple of million people that have now been vaccinated, there's real hope that 2021 will get back to our lives. We'll get our lives back. Now, things like, and we'll get to actually go to eat together. We'll get to go to a live music together and experience shoulder to shoulder a game or a show or a concert, things where we got together, right? We might actually have a Thanksgiving kids table again. Wouldn't that be great, right? Now we know for many of us or many of you that lost a friend or a family due to COVID, there's no back, right? There's no going back. And so too for students that lost their senior years or their freshman years, right? Either their academics or their sports seasons that went by the wayside, or for those businesses that aren't going to open their doors again. We know there's no back there either. But we will, as a community, as Americans, we will go forward, and we must go forward. So, in that spirit, I'm going to make a champagne cocktail. So, starts off with a sugar cube dashed with a little bit of Angostura bitters. Oh, dropped that already. You want to soak that a little bit, and then you want to put it in the bottom of a chilled champagne flute. Next, you want to take cognac. So you want 1 ounce of cognac. Now, you could just do it straight in there, but what I'm going to do is stir it a little bit and get it nice and cold so the whole drink just stays a little bit colder. So I'm going to pour that just over a little bit of ice. I'm going to give it a couple of gentle stirs. You really don't want to water it down too much, but I like it cold because I'm American, right? I like cold beverages. Then we're going to pour this into our champagne flute. And then next, we're going to take the champagne. Now, of course, you could use Prosecco, you could use Cava, you could use any sort of sparkling wine that you want. But you want to have a chill glass so you can cut down on the foaming, which of course it's still going to do, but look at that, maybe not so bad. All right, so there you have most of it. Now, the next piece, the final garnish, is just, I like to take a nice long piece of lemon, give it a little bit of twist, pop that right down the center. Now you should see the bubbles there coming up from the little sugar cube. So, there you have it, Rick's Cafe American Champagne Cocktail. Now, we know 2020 was what it is, so here's to a better year in 2021, to health, happiness, and prosperity. Salud.